Hello, hello, hello. I know it's late, but I had something inside of me that I wanted to share, and I just wanted you to worship with me. I do not own the rights to this music. This is Sunday Service Choir. I do not own the rights to this music. And I was just in worship mode. I just wanted to come on so that you can worship with me. It's something about when you worship. It's really something about when you worship. When you begin to worship, it takes away all your problems. It takes away all your pain. It takes away all your circumstances. And your focus just begins to be on God. You begin to grow, have more faith in Him. So just begin to worship. If you're going through right now, if you're hurting right now, if you're crying right now, just begin to worship. And when you begin to worship, God will hear you. He hears you when you're going through. God has not forgotten about you. I know it feels like it's hard. I know it feels like it's tough. I know it feels like your finances are not going to ever be right, are not going to ever be right. I know it feels like you're not going to ever get out of that circumstance. You're not going to ever get out of that situation. But when you begin to worship, you begin to trust God more. And when I go through, I just begin to worship. And this is one of my favorite songs on the Sunday Service album, More Than Everything. I do not own the rights to this music. But when I'm going through, I just begin to worship. Sometimes we allow our minds to stay trapped in our past. And we begin to focus only on our past. But we can't allow our past to define us. Sometimes we allow people and things to take control of our thoughts, to take control of our minds, to take control of our lives, and we become distracted. We have to learn to focus solely on God. We have to learn to stop allowing people to take control of our thoughts. Stop allowing people to take control of our life. Stop allowing people to take control of our hearts. All of that hurt that you're experiencing, let it go. All of that hatred you're experiencing, let it go. Just focus solely on God. Stop allowing yourself to get distracted. Sometimes we're so focused on our problems. We're so focused on our pain. We're so focused on what people think about us. We're so focused on what we go through. We forget to listen to that little small voice. We forget to listen to what God is speaking to us. It happens to me all the time. I have to learn to distinguish between God's voice and the enemy's voice. And sometimes the enemy voice screams louder than God's voice. Sometimes I cry out to God and I'm like, help me, God. I can't hear your voice. I bow down and I'm like, God, I need you while worshiping. Sometimes we allow our circumstances and situations to take over. We forget how big God is. But let me tell you one thing. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him and He will make straight your paths. Sometimes we forget that God gets us through situations and circumstances, not men, not things in the world. God is the one that can get us through. So I'm telling you today that you have been set free. As my big sister Carolyn told me the other day, no more bondage. The chains are broken. So today, I declare that there's no more bondage in your life. The chains are broken. You have been set free. Don't get caught up on what you see going on around you. Don't get distracted. Do you see who you are in God? Do you know you were created in the image of Christ? Don't stress. Don't trip. Everything is done at God's timing. He's going to work everything out. God is going to take care of you. Every time they try to knock you down, every time you want to give up, God is going to take care of you. Martin Luther King once said, if you can't fly, run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. So I'm telling you today, whatever you do to keep moving forward, do not give up on God. God is there for you. Everything is done at His timing. Sometimes we try to rush things because we want it done in our timing. But we have to understand that we have to go through the process to get to the promise. So allow yourself to go through the process so that you can get to the promise that God has for you and everything that he desires for you. So I know you're tired. I know you feel like giving up. I know you're experiencing that pain. I know you're hurting in those situations, in those circumstances. I know people are talking about you behind your back. But don't get distracted. In this season, learn to listen for God's voice and not the enemy's voice. And learn to not get distracted. Remove all that unnecessary noise around you and listen for that small, sweet voice, that voice of God, so that he can direct your path. Learn to walk into your promise and walk into your purpose. So I just want to come on just to encourage you for a little bit tonight and let you know that God is there for you no matter what. He hears you. If you're crying out to him, continue to cry out to him. Continue to keep your faith in him. Don't get caught up on the distractions around you, what's going on around you. Keep your faith in God. Lean not to your own understanding, for God hears you. Stay focused and stay prayed up. This is Krishandria. Remember to blossom up and bloom where you have been planted. I love you guys. You have a wonderful night.